Hi and welcome to Vegan Delicious. I'm Rose and I am going to show you how to make rice cakes, lentil cakes, chickpeas cakes, any of them. You know what they look like. They look like this, but they kind of feel and taste like cardboard. They're very good for you, but it's really difficult to find ones that are flavored and taste good. So anyway, I started eating these a few months ago and I do like the health benefits. I actually particularly enjoy the chickpea version for the extra protein. However, they taste terrible. I mean, they just don't taste of anything and I like a little bit of flavor. So I wanted to show you how I jazz up my my cakes, you know, my lentil cakes and my rice cakes so that you can do it too. These are the little things that I take for granted, but I do find that people benefit and value them. So I'm going to show you ingredient by ingredient what I do to jazz it all up, and you're going to go ahead and along with me. I'm going to jump right into it now. I don't want to do too long. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing, make a comment down below, and like the video. I really appreciate it. It does help my baby channel because I only started it last year. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's get started. We're going to start off with 1 teaspoon of paprika. And this is going to give it kind of like a savory with a little hint of sweet. It's a really great flavor. If I could buy potato chips like this, oh man, I find it really hard not to eat them all the time. All right, so we're going to go in with some garlic powder. I'm going to get a little bit less than 1 teaspoon because it's kind of strong. But if you like a spicy or kind of like more of a peppery taste, then go ahead and do 1 teaspoon and that's fine. You don't need more. Better to kind of hold back on the garlic powder a little bit. All right, so I want to get a clean one going into my salt. All right, so for salt, we're going to go ahead and go for a 1/4 teaspoon. You do not need a lot. And then we're going to also go in for nutritional yeast, of which I actually do want to get about 1.5 tablespoons. And this is good because I will use some of this now, but I will have a little bit left over for me to use on another day. All right, so now this is our mushroom powder. Mushroom granules. I usually use the one that has no MSG because I react badly to it, but you're more than welcome to use whatever works for you. It just gives it a umami flavor. And what I'm trying to do is go for like more of the ground parts here as opposed to the big granules because it can kind of be a little bit big and I want to basically get dust. There you go. See that? It's kind of dusty. See if I can help you to see that. So it's got a little bit more of a dusty look to it. That's what I'm after. So I did 2 halves, so that's about 1 teaspoon. And then we want to amp it up with some fresh herbs, or should I say some dried herbs, but some herbs all the same. So I'm going to go in with about 1/2 teaspoon of parsley and the same of oregano. And it really does give a nice flavor profile. You might be thinking, oh, this is a lot to put on rice cakes, but trust the process. I'm telling you, it's worth it. Just trust me. Now, at the moment, we've put loads of savory on here. We don't have anything to balance it out. So what I would recommend is coconut sugar. This provides that fine sugar, like slight sweet taste because it's not overtly sweet. Like if you use sugar, it's sugar, it's sweet. Coconut sugar is sweet, but it's not, it still kind of tastes earthy. So what I always do is always use 3 times the amount. So let's say I'm going to go ahead and put 2 teaspoons. So this is 1/2 teaspoon. I'm going to go ahead and put 2 teaspoons of the sugar. It might seem like a lot, but I can always edit the the savory element, but you really do need that kind of balance. I mean, for me anyway, I like that flavor. So I'm gonna give these a mix together. And I think I already added the salt. Yeah, I did. And if you like, you can add other things to really jazz it up to your liking. Let's say you could add something like Cajun seasoning or like mustard powder. You could put pepper or other flavors in there that you like. You could use celery salt, which would amp it up really nicely. But the mushroom powder and the salt, we've already got those in there, so it's already all good. So what I'm going to do is give that a final little mix around. And what I'm going to do is give it a little taste with my tasting spoon. And I'm looking for a flavor that is kind of like sweet. Yeah, that's good. So I've got sweet along with the salt. So that's good. That's already what I want. So now we need to prepare the rice cakes, because you can't stick that to that if it's dry. So here comes our oil. What we do is just lay out some of the rice cakes. And actually, I'm just going to do that. That'll do. And this is best done when you're going to eat rather than like ahead of time. I have never kind of stored it afterwards, and I don't know how it would store. Anyway, I've got some coconut oil in here. You can use any oil, it's fine. And you just basically give it all a good spray on both sides. And then we're going to pick them up and then spray the edges as well. So this isn't, it's not super healthy that I'm putting oil on it, but I don't have a lot of oil in my normal diet. So for me, a little bit of oil is fine. All right, so now we've got these ready. What we're going to do is use a Ziploc bag, and I'll show you the one that I use. And I do keep using the same one. And I could just keep it in the fridge so that it stays, that it's good. But it's got all of the flavors in there. So I'm going to go ahead and get my bag. My phone just told me it's running out of battery. There we go. Happy? Okay, now you're happy. All right, so what I've got here is my bag that I usually do all the seasoning in. And you grab your cakes, throw them in the Ziploc bag, and then basically baptize them with all of your seasoning, right? And gather a little bit of air in the bag and violently shake them. And as you can see, I'm kind of squeezing on the air, just making sure that they've got space to move around. And what I'll also do is kind of like, you'll get all these big pockets of the seasoning, and I'll kind of like capture some and then like rub them into the cakes. And you can see here they look fully covered. And if you get like any spots like this one here, this one's really good, but this one here, there's like a spot where it needs a little help. So I'm just going to squeeze a little bit more oil on there, close it up again, get my air gathered, and give it a little bit more of a shake. Make sure everything gets fully covered. And that's it. Don't need this anymore. All right, so now let's serve. And this is a very, like when you bite into it, it's crisp, right? So you have to make sure you keep your plate close to your mouth so you don't make a mess, but it's a really nice mess. So don't shake them off because you want that seasoning. That's what's going to give it all of that flavor. Just a light shake if it's too much on there, it's like a big blob. And we just get the last out. And that's it. All right, and then here in the bottom, you have tons of this seasoning. Now, there's a couple of different things you can do with this. Great ideas. Hear me out. Anything you're cooking, take some of this and put it on it. It will taste incredible. Tofu, incredible. Jackfruit, incredible. Rice, anything. It doesn't matter what you're cooking. Just add some of this seasoning to it, and you're going to be in a hard situation because you'll be like, oh man, I really want it for the cakes, but you can make more. But this, as you do it and you've got days and days worth of this lovely seasoning kind of pulled together, it really develops an amazing flavor. So put that to the side, and now I'm going to give you my response on the taste test to these lovely rice cakes. All right, so let's go for this one here. The minute your mouth touches this, it's got so much flavor, really lovely burst of flavor. I really love it. And this gives me, you know, all the good stuff of my mouth is watering now. This gives me all the feelings of potato chips, because I can't eat potatoes anymore. So it gives me all the nice mouth feel of the crunch that I would usually have gotten from potato chips, or from something snacky. And once you've eaten like 4, 5, 6 of them, you don't really need anything else. So, so good. This is my snack. I'm going to go ahead and eat the rest of these. I hope you enjoyed the video. It's just a really quick one. Have a fantastic day. I really appreciate you watching. Please remember to like this video if you liked it. Subscribe, comment down below. I will reply. And continue to support the channel. It's a young channel, and I'm doing the best that I can to share as much of my food ideas, the different things that I'm doing, and looking to upgrade and kind of do more things that I can show you. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you really enjoyed it. Remember to edit according to your own likes. Go by what's in your kitchen and by what you like. There are no rules. Enjoy your food. Thank you so much for watching. Have an amazing day. Stay safe, and I'll see you tomorrow. And here's how you jazz that up for a nice little snack. Here are some of my rice cakes, along with a few florets of broccoli that I had left over from dinner, and some lovely dried prunes. Well, prunes are dried anyway. But yeah, really delicious. So yeah, this would be a great serving suggestion for how you can jazz up your rice cakes, and then pair it with something that's a little sweet. These are really juicy, and also with a little bit of roughage. But that's just what I'm going to eat tonight for my snack before I go in the home gym.